You're watching the best of Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv, served by Taziki's. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. And looky there from Hazard, Kentucky, it's Olivia Calfee. Olivia, how in the world are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing good, and a big congratulations to you. You've just won the Rookie of the Year from the Kentucky Broadcasters Association and the award for feature reporting at their big award show last weekend. Olivia, congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's so crazy to me. I think I was in shock for a few days.
Well, look, you're a Cleveland High School alum. You came out of CHS Live, and so I wanna work up to what happened with you the other night. But I know, and knowing you, of course, you're from here in Cleveland, and your family, you've always been interested in broadcasting, haven't you?
I have. Honestly, it started really in middle school. It's kind
Yeah.
of crazy. Yeah, I took classes at Cleveland Middle School. They had a broadcasting class. I think it was in eighth grade that I did it. And then whenever I moved into the high school, I joined CHS Live with John Souders and did that for 4 years and just fell in love with it.
And I know, and in knowing you, I know that you also love sports, and that's also one of your passions. But so tell me how this happened. How did you get to Hazard, Kentucky, doing news?
It's actually kind of a funny story. My professor in college, I believe it was my sophomore year, her name was Brittany Tarwater, and she just got into teaching because she knew what students needed to learn to get into the industry. And she was also a news anchor at WVLT in Knoxville, and she started at WYMT in Hazard. And so I remember my sophomore year, she talked about Hazard, Kentucky. She talked about WYMT. And I actually remember telling my parents, there is no way I'm moving to Hazard, Kentucky. Absolutely not. And fast forward a couple years, I just stayed in touch with her. I interned at WVLT, and she called me my senior year and was like, hey, you need to contact my old general manager. You need to talk to him. I really think that you would enjoy it. So I was really stressed out. I remember telling people my senior year in college, like the last semester, I would say, I feel like I'm going through like a young life crisis because I was trying to really figure out what I wanted to do. And I had posted my reel on YouTube actually and ended up having a really good response. I was very blessed with a lot of news directors and general managers reaching out to me. But I ended up on the phone with the general manager at WYMT and started talking to him. And out of all the phone calls that I had, I talked to him on the phone for an hour.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
remember, yeah, I remember hanging up the phone and I was just like, that was such a good conversation. And I could just tell that they were great people, that it was a great place. And I knew that they would invest in me. But he asked me to come down for an interview. And complete honesty,
Hmm.
I remember just crying
Oh,
my eyes
wow.
out. I was like, what am I doing? I said before, I will not move to Eastern Kentucky. I don't want to live in Hazard. I just don't think it's the place for me. And I had a week to make a decision. He offered me a job. I had a week to make a decision. I remember I put it on the back burner. I told my family, I don't think it's the place for me. I'm not accepting the job. When in the back of my mind, I knew all along. I had actually been praying. It was kind of funny, just that the Lord would open doors that were meant for me and close ones that are not. And I got on the phone with, I had talked to a bunch of people, and my professor going back to college, Brittany Tarwater, sat me down and she was just like, Olivia, do you feel like this is actually a place that is going to be the right fit for you? You're just scared. And
Mm.
I was like, I think so. And none of it made sense. And I was in the middle of other interviews with other stations. And that Friday, I turned the other interviews down, just kind of stopped them in the middle and accepted the job. and had no idea what I was doing. I was absolutely terrified. But that's kind of how I got here. And then everything else really made sense a few weeks into my job, I would say. But
And so what made sense about it a few weeks in?
well, had I had no idea really what I was doing. I just told you that. And a few weeks in, I don't know if you've heard about it, but the floods of Eastern Kentucky,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
that's where I live. So
Wow.
5 minutes from the house I was barely moved into, honestly, still unpacking, people were picking up the pieces of their homes and had lost everything. And a big part of my interview process with my general manager was how much I loved mission work and how much I wanted to go back to Haiti. And I remember him telling me, like, if you get an opportunity, we'll let you go. And it was not even 3 weeks into my job here that the floods hit. And I didn't have power for days. And I was still in the training process. I wasn't even reporting. I wasn't anchoring. And I just remember feeling like, okay, they don't know if they can trust me here yet, but I've got to get out in the community. And I wasn't even finished with training. They let me go out. And I just remember meeting the people in the community, meeting the people, hearing the stories. And I was like, you know what? Like, this all makes sense. Like, this is why the Lord wanted me here. He knew this was going to happen. And now my mission field, I mean, I've always known that it's in your backyard, but it was literally in my backyard. And so throughout this year, that's just been my heart, was just, I fell in love with the people here so fast, and it all made sense. So
We're joined, if you're listening on the radio, we're joined by Olivia Calfee, a Cleveland High School graduate who is now in Hazard, Kentucky. And this past weekend, last weekend, she won a couple of big awards from the Kentucky Broadcasters Association. So let's take it, each of them. Rookie of the Year. Tell me about that.
About the award?
Yeah.
Or just
the
whole process? Well, I will tell you, I was not expecting it at all. My news director had actually reached out and was like, hey, can you put together a bunch of clips of all of your work over the last year? And I did. And she had submitted it through the Kentucky Broadcasters Association. And come to find out, a few weeks after she had submitted it, I get an email and find out I'm a finalist for the Rookie of the Year award.
Wow.
And I just remember shaking. I was in utter shock, because to me, this was the absolute biggest award that I could get at this point.
Yeah.
And typically, I remember he's actually the evening anchor. He used to be my co-anchor. He came up to me. He's been here for years. And he said, Olivia, this is such a big deal. I don't know if you realize it, but Lexington or Louisville stations always win this award. He was like, we've never won it.
Wow.
And I was just like, okay, well, I don't know what to do. I was up against a guy from Lexington, from a station there, and they have multiple stations and from multiple different networks and companies. But
wow.
I remember finding out who the guy was that I was up against, and he's incredible. I had actually met him at a story probably a year ago now, and he was so nice to me. He was so good at what he did. And I was like, you know what? If he wins, that's awesome. And I really think he's going to win. I told my parents, I was like, I've convinced myself it's not me. And we had to wait like a month until the actual awards came around, and they called my name. And
wow.
I was just, I don't think I've been that nervous in a really long time. I think just the build up to it all, but it was an absolutely incredible experience. And I never, ever expected it, but I think it was nice to see that all of my hard work from everything that I've done over the last year is finally starting to pay off.
You got that right. Then you went for feature reporting, and tell me about the story that you submitted.
Okay, so going back to the floods, that's been a lot of my stories over the last year, but one of the first stories that I ever told, and it was just a couple days after the flood hit on July 28th, and this was on August 4th. So a few days before, I had seen a Facebook post, and it was this little girl. She's 4 years old. Her name is Ada. She was standing on the front porch of her home. Everything, all of her toys, all of her clothes were in the front yard. There was mud everywhere, and she's holding a penny. And the person that posted it said, everything that she's lost, she screams, "I'm lucky because of this penny." And I'm like, I have to meet this little girl. And so I had gotten in contact with her parents and actually went to her house and started talking to her. And it was just such an interesting story to see something so devastating through the eyes of a little kid. And she just had this spunk, and they always find the positivity in things, and she thought she was lucky despite everyone else looking at her saying, "Oh my word, you don't have anything left." And the story just ended up being really cool, and I got to spend the day with her, and I still keep in contact with her mom. Actually, she texted me the other day and was like, "Ada says you're her lucky penny girl." And we're
man.
so proud of you. So it was just a cool story, and one that I've always been super proud of, but never really expected to win anything for it because I did it so early on. So
We're joined by Olivia Calfee, and we're so proud of her, and we had an immense response when we put that out there that you had won. You got a lot of friends here. Of course, your family, so well thought of in Cleveland and Bradley County. So I heard Hazard, Kentucky. Now, I started thinking, I thought, well, wait a second. Dukes of Hazzard surely ties in here somehow. Is that right?
it does tie in. I was just telling you, so the show, it wasn't actually shot in Hazard, Kentucky. So that was Hazard County. I live in the city Hazard, but the cast and everyone has made numerous stops to where I live in Hazard. They've been at festivals and spent time here. So there is a connection. There's actually an old steakhouse here that was called the Dukes of Hazzard Steakhouse. So they definitely make it a thing, for sure.
And see, this aired long before you were born. So, I mean, but you're aware of the show. Is that right?
Yes. Actually, it's really funny. My family had it on DVD.
Yeah.
And my brother and I have watched it.
Oh, man.
I've seen it.
Oh, you have seen it.
It's funny.
That's wonderful. Hey, what are you, so the job you do, you're an anchor and reporter. Is that right?
That is correct. Yes.
So, look, I mean, I guess people down here could see you maybe on the website up there. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, we have an app you can watch on the WYMT app. You can watch on WYMT.com. We also post our top stories on YouTube. So you can just search WYMT and they will all pop up. So I anchor the morning newscast. So you can see me every morning, every weekday morning, I guess, from 5 to 7.
So you're the early morning.
I am.
Oh, Olivia. Oh, Olivia. I know something about early mornings. Yes.
Yep. I wake up at 3 a.m. So I have a lot of fun, but I'm getting used to it.
Well, listen, what do you hope the future there in Hazard and also in your career? What are maybe a couple of things that come to mind that as far as goals are concerned?
Well, right now I'm really just trying to enjoy it. I think for me, being so headstrong about not wanting to move here and then moving here and loving it has been so special for me. I always tell people, they'll look at me and say, "You're not staying here long, are you?" And that just hurts me. It breaks my heart. They're like, "The people always come and leave us." And I live in a very rural part of Kentucky, and just the people here really love that we cover Eastern Kentucky news. And so I've just enjoyed that so much, getting to connect with them. And I know I won't be here forever. And I tell them that. I always say, Eastern Kentucky's felt like home, but I know it's not my forever home. And so right now I'm really just in a place where I want to enjoy it. And I feel like I learned my lesson a year ago saying that I wasn't going to move here. And I think whenever I try to make plans or we try to make plans, sometimes God laughs.
Yeah.
So I'm really still in this, I'm just very, I guess, serious about continuing to pray that the Lord would open doors that are meant for me and close ones that are not, because I feel like he's got great plans for me and he put this dream in my heart a long, long time ago. And I'm just excited for what's to come. I don't really have a future goal or a future place I want to go.
Sure.
I'd love to stay close to home, but if an opportunity or a door opens, I'm not going to say no.
That's right.
That's just where I am. And, you know, you mentioned sports earlier. I had always wanted to get into sports and never wanted to get into news and ended up falling in love with it. I think it's been such a growing opportunity for me. And I've just learned so much about the world. And I feel like, I said this yesterday, I feel like we often like to say that news is all bad. And I think if I can be that person that shows people that there is a little bit of good in this world, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of fantastic people and places and good things happening, then I'll do that forever.
Amen. Final question. Now I notice the color of your dress there. Is that so you're a graduate of UT? You're a graduate of Cleveland High School, but is that Kentucky Blue Olivia Calfee?
I have to tell you, when I wore this, I was thinking, go Raiders.
Okay.
No, they love to give me a hard time here, thinking that they're going to turn me into a Kentucky fan. And I've actually started this thing where I wear orange, or I try to wear orange on Fridays.
Yep.
You never know. But
good.
Yeah, and anytime people ask where I came from or where I graduated from, I always leave them with a go Vols.
There we go.
Trust me on that one.
There we go. Olivia, my goodness, we're proud of you and what you're doing there. Not just the awards, but the heart you have for people. And I know the Lord will continue to bless that. So thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you. I'm so glad that I got to talk to you for a little bit today. It's been great. Great to see Olivia Calfee, everybody, from Hazard, Kentucky. And we're back with more in just a moment.
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe, candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
I'm Matthew Coleman of the law firm of Logan Thompson. My family and I want to thank this community for blessing us every day with their love and compassion. So as we celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior, we pray for those same blessings on you and your family. So from all of us at Logan Thompson, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
And a restful New Year.
Give the gift of a better night's sleep this holiday season from Mermaid Mattress.
We'll pay your sales tax on any Mermaid product.
Or get Tempur-Pedic starting at only $19 a month with 5 years no interest.
From all of us here at Chattanooga's Best of the Best Mattress Store, Mermaid Mattress,
we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Just wanted to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. Visit us at cleveland-nissan.com. We can help out with all your Christmas needs. Merry Christmas.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Back with more as we go back into 2023 and look back, along with Josh Rogers, Steve Hartline with you on Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. And you know, earlier we were talking about the top sports headlines of the year, and there's just so much that we decided to break this up a little bit. So what else hit you from 2023?
Well, I think, you go back all the way into January, and let's talk about the NFL a little bit. The Super Bowl this year, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Eagles. You have the Kelsey brothers facing off, and Mama Kelsey splitting it right down the middle and supporting both of her kids, which I wish one of them was a defensive player. You know what I mean? I would love, I wish, Jason Kelsey, for those who are in the know, probably one of the best centers to ever play the game. And Travis is, probably arguably a top 10 tied in the game as well, and now he's a superstar because of his girlfriend Taylor Swift. But Rihanna does that Super Bowl halftime show, pregnant, phenomenal performance there.
Most watch ever.
It was, and so I think you keep continuing in that NFL world and realm. Damar Hamlin was kind of this year as well with him getting injured. I think that the NFL. Another big thing was the Amazon's success with what they kind of had with Herb Street. Yeah, absolutely. And the NFL is obviously pushing Europe and Mexico really big right now, and we'll just see kind of how that rolls. Another big news story as well is the Commanders finally selling off their team. Dan Snyder, who changed the name from the Washington Redskins to the Washington Commanders after kind of a push by, people to remove the Redskins name, sold the Commanders for $6 billion.
And the investigation into him got John Gruden fired, in Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
So when he showed up there.
Yeah.
Let me throw another one. You'll really have something to comment on this. The LIV, I don't know how you feel, but the LIV PGA merger, quote, merger, kickstarts Saudi Arabia's biggest year yet. Talk about that in a second. Where is that right now? We were told back in July, the PGA commissioner says we're going to merge. Now what?
Yeah, I think that there is. I think it's obviously going to happen, and I think that they are trying to still kind of weed out some of the details. But Jay Monahan, who is the commissioner of the PGA, and hopefully I'm invited back on this show. He is the biggest fraud. I'll look in the camera to say this. Hopefully somebody puts it on TikTok.
There we go.
Biggest fraud there ever is. As somebody who grew up watching golf and loving golf and supporting golf for the past 30 years, I mean, I remember literally sitting in my dad's lap on Sundays watching golf with him after church and remember watching people such as, just the greats, right? Like I grew up Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Payne Stewart before he died, I mean, there are so many people who, Tom Watson, watching him. I mean, Freddie Couples. I mean, Davey Three Sticks. Like, I mean, Davis Love III. Like, I mean, I love golf, and for me, I play a lot of golf. I enjoy it, and this whole LIV thing is good for golf. I am one of probably the one people who love the PGA more than anything in this world. I love major championships. I love the Masters. I love the Open. Love the U.S. Open. Love the PGA Championship. Love the Ryder Cup, President's Cup. Literally will watch European golf, women's golf, college golf, male PGA golf. We'll watch. I watch Saudi golf. Like I watch, golf that gets played in South America. I get golf that.
Do you watch Goonie golf?
No, I don't.
That's the one golf you won't watch.
Absolutely. Okay. But I enjoy it. Like there's something that is relaxing to me, and being able to watch these athletes play, just how you are with tennis, man.
Oh, yeah.
But the more that we can diversify sports, I think the better it is, right? To the point where what is going to be in the Olympics when that comes to football here soon? Flag football.
Flag football, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we are allowing more and more people to become sports fans.
Sure.
Right? Look at the NFL this year. And I know we're getting off a little subject of golf,
No.
but look at the NFL this year. How many more the NFL had a crisis on its hands. A crisis when it came to the kneeling during the national anthem a few years ago, and lost millions and millions of fans because of that, and they did nothing. They did absolutely nothing. Then Colin Kaepernick happened, right? And he was a part of that. And when they never let Colin Kaepernick back in, they lost millions and millions of fans. And guess what they did like that this year? Because of one person. They got millions and millions and millions of new fans because of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship.
Wow.
So golf, it was strong, but it was dying, right? Like it's very hard to watch 4 days of golf, and TV doesn't really do it justice, right? Like, Sunday's great, but like Masters, there's so many, like you can't watch the entire thing. You can only watch bits and pieces. They play at weird times. They play, they start golf on Thursday and Friday when people are at work and busy, and they get no ratings, right, during the regular season. Then you have golf on Saturday and Sunday, but they play all year long, where you have football literally going on, you have baseball going on, you have basketball, NBA final, all these things going on. Now LIV comes in and says, hey, we want to make golf fun. And the PGA tried to do that, and this whole segment will be about golf because I'm not going to shut up about it, and I apologize for it. But they tried to do that. They tried to do that out of the Waste Management Tour, where they have the par 3 where people are throwing beers and trying to hit hole in one. Like LIV said, why don't we take that and try and figure that out? Like let's make this a party. Let's make it 54 holes. You want to wear shorts? You don't want to wear pants? Cool, let's do it. Like, you want to play in teams? You want to play for some money? Sure, let's do it. Oh, hey, we're going to take Saudi backing because they've got tons of money because of OPEC and the oil and all this and everything, whatever. Like, oh, hey, guess what? You want to make millions of dollars and play in 7 tournaments a year so you can spend time with your family? Great, let's do it. Oh, now we've got Rory McIlroy, which who crowned him the next Tiger Woods? Nobody did. Tiger's still Tiger, and he's still here. But Rory wants to speak up and talk crap about all these guys who are jumping ship from the PGA and go over here. All the Americans who are doing it, right? The Americans who are doing it, and burn them to the ground. Oh, and guess what happens in 2023, Steve?
What's that?
Jon Rahm leaves for probably $300 to $600 million to go to LIV and leave the PGA Tour. And you know what Rory McIlroy does?
What?
Eats crow.
Whoa.
Eats crow and says, I understand why John did it, and I truly, truly hope that he will be able to still play on the Ryder Cup teams with us. Why? Because Jon Rahm's the #1 player in the freaking world, and he just went to LIV.
Wow.
And that's what it is, right? And so now we've got the PGA saying we're not going to be able to stop this. Like we're losing. Like they might not be losing in TV ratings, and PGA might still be up because they're playing on the CW. But just wait till ESPN picks up LIV, and they will because of Jon Rahm. They will. They absolutely will. And there's my golf thing. Let's take a break and we'll come back and finish sports.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
Have you been thinking about trading, but lack of inventory and high interest rates have you holding off? Well, the wait is over. Cleveland Ford has plenty of vehicles to choose from and 2.9% financing available. So come see us or simply click this ad to get pre-approved.
May the blessings of peace, good cheer, and warm buttery made from scratch biscuits greet you this holiday season. From our Hardee's family to yours, Merry Christmas. We look forward to serving you all-day goodness in the new year.
Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights, the region's best holiday lights experience for the whole family. Warm your heart during this nighttime family tradition as you walk through Rock City Gardens Winter Wonderland. Enjoy cookie decorating with Mrs. Claus. See Santa in his kitchen and workshop. Shop at the Christmas market. Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights will be open an extra week this season, now through January 6th. Tickets available online only at crockcity.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable health care for all.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Attention shoppers, this holiday season, get everything you need to make the holidays merrier.
Everything I need to make the holidays merrier is all right here.
Party trays, gourmet cookies and cakes, store-made candies. These are the visions that dance in my head.
And the Picky Promise means that all of my holiday guests are treated to the freshest produce.
Nobody does food.
Or the holidays, like Food City.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
This Mix TV interview is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Visit us online at wholesalesupply.us.
3427.
Well, a big congratulations as we welcome in Amy McGowan and your team on back-to-back championships. Amy, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what channel is she on, Fruit Loops? I can't hear her. What did he say?
Oh, that's Austin's mic.
Oh, Amy, I guess I can't hear you. He's screaming at me. There we go. All right, hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell me how this all happened. I mean, you put it together for the second year in a row?
Well, it happened because I've got a lot of great players.
Yeah, you really do. I heard a stat, I think someone told me Friday, that you haven't lost a set in what, 2 years of postseason play? Is that correct?
That's correct. It's probably Robbie O'Brien that gave you that stat.
Well, Robbie gives me I can believe less than half of what Robbie tells me, as you know.
I'm just saying it's probably him.
Yeah.
He's the stat man.
Yeah. So, I mean, the domination here is simply incredible. I mean, you know, you were a player. You won back-to-back championships. We talked about it at the send-off a week ago at Bradley. What's that mean, not to just win one, but to do it again?
It's just a lot of hard work, and I don't think a lot of people realize like what all goes into that. I mean, there was several mornings we're practicing at 5:30 a.m. on the day of a game. I just think we felt like at the middle, well, I felt like, and I think the seniors felt like we had to get more reps than everybody else in the state, and so we did. I know we did. So it was a lot of hard work. At the state tournament, we went to the hotel, we slept, we ate, we went and practiced, we played, we came back, we ate, we went to bed. Like there was no fun other than just being together.
And now the fun.
Now the fun.
Now the fun.
Right.
I guess we've got the. If you're watching on MixedTV.tv, we've got the trophy here. Right here, present with us. Thank you for bringing the trophy.
You're welcome.
We're going to try not to drop it and, hold us responsible. I want to talk to Lauren Hurst. She's the MVP of the state tournament, a junior. Lauren, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So, Lauren, listen, first of all, you're the MVP. What does that mean to you of the state tournament?
It means a lot. I couldn't have done it without all of these girls. We put in so much work, so it was a lot of fun.
And last year, you were the Gatorade Player of the Year in the entire state. So, the honors keep racking up here, don't they?
Yeah.
It's just, but like you said, it's your team effort. Hey, 2 in a row. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, I knew we could do it from the beginning of the season. We had some ups and downs, but we all knew we could do it.
Absolutely. All right. I tell you what, let's start the microphone over here. I just want you to give me your name, your grade, and anybody want to say hi to, anything like that. Go right ahead.
I'm Ava Franklin. I'm a freshman.
So you're just getting started here.
Yeah.
So you come in, you win a state title. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's not bad. All right. Anybody you want to say hello to while you're here? No, they're not here. Look, we'll scratch that. They don't want to say hi to anybody anymore. Have you noticed that? All right. Hi.
I'm Gunny Brock. I'm a sophomore.
You're Gunny and you're a sophomore.
Yep.
All right. Your mom and her did that at this at Bradley. Is that right? Hello, Casey. All right.
I'm Kinsley McDowell. I'm a senior, and I want to say hi to my dad.
Yeah. Hey, now, that's very nice. He wanted me to mention Old Fort and Corky's. I've got to do that. Hey, do you have plans as of yet next year, Kinsley?
Yeah, I'm coming to North Alabama.
North Alabama. Is that where Addison is?
South Alabama.
She's at South Alabama. We're going to have the War of Alabama from Cleveland High. All right, tell us who you are.
I'm Izzy Sims, and I'm a freshman.
Hello, Izzy. One of Reagan's friends. Hi there.
I'm Allison Farnsworth, and I'm a junior.
All right, Allison.
I'm Aaliyah Bryan. I'm a senior.
And this is just your what? Hobby sport? Is that volleyball just your
I
second?
still love it. It's a lot of fun.
But it's over now.
Yeah, it's really
Now it's
sad.
all softball.
Yeah, it's really sad, but
Tell us where you're going.
I'm going to Furman to play softball.
Well, it's not sad. You go out a winner.
I know.
Big deal. It's in the dust.
I'm Lauren Hurst, and I'm a junior.
We've already met you, Lauren. Thank you.
I'm Addison Brock, and I'm a senior.
Now, hang on. Now, you're not going to get off that easy. Addison requested the Chick-fil-A. Is that right?
I did.
Were you like the team spokesman? You're in the text thread, like, hey, I'll.
breakfast? That's more of my dad, but.
Yes, I know.
just follow in his footsteps. Yeah.
Take Mikey Brock a biscuit, okay? Hey, do you have plans for next year, Addison?
Not yet. Still trying to figure everything.
Come back in when you figure it out.
Yeah.
Right. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Lexi Gash, and I'm a senior.
Okay, so, senior, my goodness, the last 2 years you've won the state title. What does that mean to you going out?
It means a lot to play with these girls again, and it's just great that we went through again with the sweep. We've got another ring.
There you go. And, hey, do you have plans as of next year?
I don't.
Oh, you come back with Addison and tell us what's going on here. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Ava Winger. I'm a sophomore.
Ava, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Did your dad ever let you go in and perform procedures?
Occasionally, yeah.
Dr. Winger?
Yeah, I did a gulp out of the other day.
Be nice to have somebody smart in there instead of your father. All right, Vera. Get your mother in there, too. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Shelly Thomas. I'm a sophomore.
All right, very good. Nice meeting you. Hi.
I'm Emily Patterson, and I'm a freshman.
Emily, now listen, let me ask you. No, you're not going to get off that easy. Do you provide the cheesecakes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
I'm Ava Adams, and I'm a junior.
Hi, Ava. Going back in the back here. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Cammie, and I'm senior.
Cammie. All right, so again, this is your last time here going out of winter.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
I wasn't surprised. I knew they could do it.
That's right. Hey, what are your plans for next year? Do you know yet?
I have like an idea of what I want to do. I know I want to go into like some sort of wildlife research thing. Like
we've got some of that around the station here. If you'd like to just study us. Anyway, that's very nice. All right. Hi. What's your name?
I'm Audra Capps, and I'm a junior.
All right, Audra. Hi.
I'm Taylor Michaels, and I'm a sophomore.
Taylor, congratulations. Coach McGowan, let's get back to you. Just a big congratulations to you and your team. And I know you've got a great assistant coach, is that correct?
Yeah, I have two of them.
Two of them?
Daniel Millsaps and Kristen Michaels, which is Taylor's mom, which played in the Olympics. So
really?
Yeah.
An Olympian?
Yeah.
Wow.
So what you do is you surround yourself by people that are better than you. So that's what I do.
Well, that's
makes you look good.
Well, that's just, I'm still trying to find people.
Yeah.
Wait, hello. Well, listen, a big congratulations. You made
Thank
us all
you.
proud, the entire community. And congratulations. I don't know. Anything you want to add here before we go?
We just appreciate everybody in the community and all their support, and everybody from Cleveland High School. Everybody's always reaching out, asking if we need things, and we will need money for rings, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you have to pay for the state doesn't provide those?
No.
Really?
No.
The TSSAA making all this money?
No.
They don't provide the rings?
They do not.
Who do we got to call? Is our state legislative delegation listening or watching this morning? You guys, come on. Governor Lee's been on me so many times. Really?
I feel sorry for our wrestling team having to raise all that money to get.
They had to pony up.
Yeah.
I don't think the average person realizes that.
And they don't understand. It's a lot of money. So we had to raise close to, I guess, $10,000 last year.
My.
Because they're like $350 a ring.
If somebody wanted to make a contribution, what would they do?
Well, they can
call the school.
They can call the school, or they can contact me, and I can get them in touch with whomever.
Maybe you could arrange something at all for them.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We got maybe a cheesecake or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or maybe some free surgery. You got some bad veins.
Vein
go
surgery.
see her dad. Well, I'm honestly, I'm stunned. I did not.
I don't
realize.
think people realize that. And in our athletic department, they can't just fork out $10,000 for. So we have to raise the money.
Or unless Al Morris like to just maybe drop one lunch.
Yeah, he could do that.
That'll be all right. Well, listen. Well, hey, listening audience, viewing audience, you hearing this? Call Cleveland High or call Amy. Don't call Scott. We'll never see it. But anyway, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming in.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services.
It's going to be a least expensive cremation and funeral option facility. The good thing about Serenity is a big, spacious facility. Chapel seats over 200 people, 3 big visitation rooms there. We also offer a discounted funeral service there, $4,900. That'll be the casket included in our services, and you won't feel stressed about your facilities. You'll have plenty of space there. If it's a $995 cremation or a $4,900 funeral, we're going to still give them a first-class professional service as we would treat our own family with.
Hi, I'm owner of Don Ledford Automotive Center, and we sell Chevrolet, GMC, and Buicks. From our family to your family, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And if you're in the market for a new vehicle or used vehicle, please put us on your shopping list. We are open 24/7 at donledford.com. Merry Christmas.
With the holidays upon us, there's a special meaning when it comes to being home. Whether buying or selling a home or renting a home, we want you to be home for the holidays. Be home with Bender Realty.
Merry Christmas! Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, because they were all sleeping on their brand new Mermaid mattresses.
I don't think that's how the story goes.
Well, that's how it should go.
Dad, come on.
Right now, come into Mermaid Mattress and get the best sleep of your life. And we'll pay your sales tax this holiday season.
Merry Christmas from Chattanooga's best of the best mattress store.
Mermaid Mattress, your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Bender Realty, the people who want the house you're in this holiday season to be your home.
The good thing about being a realtor is you get to help people sometimes buy their very first home. We have ornaments made up that says "Be Home with Bender Realty," and it's very important to us that we sell homes and not necessarily houses.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. Offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
At Cleveland Ford, we had a bright idea. Let's make this a great holiday season with 2.9% financing. Let's give discounts up to $10,000, plus let's give trade assistance cash too. Let us show you how at Cleveland Ford.
I'm Matthew Coleman. And I'm Robert Thompson of the Logan Thompson Law Firm. Christmas is a special season, particularly in our community.
So as this holiday season unfolds, the Logan Thompson family wishes you peace, love, and a very Merry Christmas.
Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights, the region's best holiday lights experience for the whole family. Warm your heart during this nighttime family tradition as you walk through Rock City Gardens Winter Wonderland. Enjoy cookie decorating with Mrs. Claus. See Santa in his kitchen and workshop. Shop at the Christmas market. Rock City's Enchanted Garden of Lights will be open an extra week this season, now through January 6th. Tickets available online only at crockcity.com.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome. We're on Mix 1041. We're on MixTV.tv, and looky here, the year is coming to a close, and I bring in Commissioner Josh Rogers. How's it going? Well, you know, I'm here with you, and I can't determine which is worse, you or Bridget.
Oh, well, I think this is becoming like an every year thing.
Yes.
You know, we've done it the past couple years
Yes.
where the Bridget takes off the week after Christmas and
Yes.
doesn't do anything. This is my time to come back to Mix 104 and be able to say, hey, you know, guess who's back? It's me. Because, you know, in the month of December, all you guys do is play Christmas music.
That's right.
I'm a Grinch when it comes to Christmas music.
Yes.
And so now we're getting back to regular music. And, hey, I'm back on Mix 104.
So not only are you listening to the station, but you come to the station to reconfirm your commitment.
Absolutely. All the
God
time.
love you. That's very sweet of you. All
Try my
right.
best.
So, well, yeah, we get you about 48 weeks of the year. So that's just fine.
Absolutely.
So I tell you what, we're going to be throughout this week. We're going to be, you know, looking back on the year as we've been doing the last few years here, and I want to start. We'll do some different categories with music, and if I said to you, okay, what really comes to your mind about music in 2023? What are some things that hit you?
Probably Taylor Swift and Morgan Wallen.
That's about
I
right.
mean,
That's
you know, Morgan Wallen kind of had this resurgence of his career after kind of being, you know, casted aside by the media and everything else for things that he did, rightfully so. Came back, dropped a brand new album early in the year, and it just blew up. You know, I think last night, one of his top songs was 15 or 16 weeks at number one. Just an unbelievable a year. And then obviously the Eras Tour, not to mention for Taylor Swift, traveling around the world from shows in all over the United States to shows in South America, especially the one, I think it was in Brazil maybe, where the young lady died at her show. And, you know, there was a huge controversy there. Taylor Swift now coming into a different part of the world as well in sports by dating Travis Kelce. You know, there's just been so many big things that Taylor has done this year. It seems like her career is never ending. You know, I mean, she's been around for 16, 17 years now. Unbelievable. And then I think you look at some of the other people too that.
Let me stop you.
Yeah.
So Taylor, biggest tour in history, $1 billion, which has never been achieved by any act, any time, becomes a billionaire and Times Person of the Year. So if you look at who absolutely owned the year, because I've always said, in my opinion, she's the greatest marketer ever, does a lot of this herself, and then releases that movie, goes directly to the studio with her family.
Yeah.
Excuse me, not studio, went to AMC movie theaters and makes another $300 million. I mean, it's so... We've never seen anything like this. And then, like you said, dates Kelce with the Chiefs. So then you bring the two biggest forces in our nation, the NFL.
Yes.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
The world blows up, Josh.
Absolutely. And I think the greatest thing is I think Taylor honestly is making it more known that some of these things should happen, right? Obviously not dating NFL players, but when it comes to releasing her concert in the movie theaters to where people can see.
Yeah.
Concerts have gotten so expensive to go to. I mean, we went to a couple concerts this year, and it was, you know, they were great, they were fun, but they're outrageous. I mean, to sit in the nosebleeds, you're paying a couple $100 when, to me, you know, as somebody that's got kids, you know, when you think about going to a Taylor Swift concert, or you think about going to, you know, looking on our list here, you know, Jack Harlow or Zach Bryan or Drake or Morgan Wallen, taking your kids or, you know, your older teenagers or even college kids and even young adults like myself, like going to those concerts, it's expensive, it gets loud, it gets rowdy sometimes, but I can go and grab a Coke, grab a popcorn, sit at a local movie theater and be able to enjoy and watch this concert. Or what Apple Music has kind of done this past year is some of these concerts, they're recording these things live and putting them on at like a Friday night concert. My wife and I, we sat in the house, in our little area where we watched movies and everything in the house, and watched Luke Combs have a concert at a local bar that he started performing in on Apple TV, completely free to us, and probably it was a 2-hour concert, and was able to watch it and enjoy it from our own home. And guess what? After the concert was over, I didn't have to find an Uber. I didn't have to pay for a hotel. I walked straight to my bed and I fell asleep. And it probably the best concert I've ever been to. So I think that you'll start seeing more and more of this as time progresses and time goes on, because you'll always have those people who go to those concerts and enjoy it and love it. But maybe after that concert has gone, things will come out for the rest of us to be able to see them.
Of course, the other big tour of the year, Beyonce, her Renaissance tour around the world and the nation. All right, there's probably more to talk about with music, and we'll revisit that coming up. You're listening to Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv, and we're back in a moment.
Show by his deeds, how can God love in him? Let us not love with words. Let us not love just by what we say. Let us not love with words. Let us not love just by what we say. So let us love with action. Let us love with truth. Let us love with action. Let us love with truth. For God so loved the world at Christmas, He would send His Son to earth. God so loved the world at Christmas, He brought light and life through baby's birth. If anyone sees his brother in need, if anyone has no pity, if anyone doesn't show by his deeds, how can God's love be in him? Let us not love with words. Let us not love just by what we say. Let us not love with words. Let us not love just by what we say. But let us love with action. Let us love with truth. Let us love with action. Let us love with truth.
I would like to remind you of a very important verse. 1 John 3:16 and 18. We know what real love is because Jesus gave up his life for us. Dear children, let us not merely say that we love each other, but let's show the truth by our actions.
Let us love
told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland.
We probably have the best facilities in the area. They're very spacious, accommodating. We have 4 big visitation rooms, big chapel. We can live stream services as well now, have that capability. I enjoy serving and ministering to that family. That's the thing I'm doing. I'm a servant. I just love helping families at the worst time of their life. I feel like God's given me something to work with, and I try just to use His ministry. We treat your family like they're our family.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at job.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
We wish you a mermaid Christmas.
And a restful new year.
Give the gift of a better night's sleep this holiday season from Mermaid Mattress.
We'll pay your sales tax on any Mermaid product.
Or get Tempur-Pedic starting at only $19 a month with 5 years no interest.
From all of us here at Chattanooga's Best of the Best mattress store, Mermaid Mattress,
we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Bender Realty, the people who want the house you're in this holiday season to be your home.
The good thing about being a realtor is you get to help people sometimes buy their very first home. We have ornaments made up that says "Be Home with Bender Realty," and it's very important to us that we sell homes and not necessarily houses.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means 1 person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Good morning, and time to say hello to our friend Jarrett Millsaps. He is the CEO of Tonova Healthcare Cleveland. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, Steve. Thanks for letting us come again.
Absolutely, and I tell you what I love here, especially in the recent past, and that is the good news, the great things coming out of our hospital. I know you've got a gentleman you're going to introduce us to, a doctor here, but before you do that, tell me what's happening, just a general update about the good things that happening at Tonova.
Sure. No, I appreciate it. You know, we, in the last few months, certainly since the first of the year, have been focused a lot on our culture, focused a lot on the clinical results, focused a lot on our emergency services, our partnership with the community in that regard, both with Bradley County and the city of Cleveland. And we're starting to see some results from that. We're starting to see a lot of throughput improvements, and we're starting to hear that same feedback from our patients. So we're very, very grateful for the feedback that we get. The word that I continue to hear out in the community is turning to be pretty positive. And we don't take that for granted. We know that that's a continuous improvement area and something that we're focused on. But we're excited. There's a different vibe in the building, and I think that's probably the simplest way to describe it. When I ask people what their impression is, that it just feels different and feels better, and that's what we're working towards.
Yeah, certainly. So Jarrett Millsaps is the CEO of Tonova Healthcare Cleveland. You're attracting some of the best physicians in the country, and once again, here we go. Why don't you make the introduction?
Well, we're very grateful. This is Dr. Dan Barker. Dr. Barker is an ear, nose, and throat surgeon, and for those in the community will know that this area has been without ear, nose, and throat physicians for some time now. It's been one of our top priorities to make sure that we're able to recruit not only the service, but the right person into that role, and we couldn't be more excited to have Dr. Barker here joining our team.
Dr. Barker, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Yeah, I'm doing great.
Well, tell us about yourself.
So I originally grew up here in the area, and so that's actually one of the reasons why I'm here. You know, I think that I really believe in what Jarrett's doing as a CEO, and that was kind of the thing that helped to bring me on, because I think that, you know, a lot of this starts from the top down, and, you know, my job is not necessarily just to be a surgeon, but it's to really connect with people and find out what they need. So, you know, some people may not know what an ear, nose, and throat doctor does, but basically, if you have a problem that's above your shoulders, then there's a good chance that that's something that we deal with. And, you know, we don't start with the idea of, you know, you need a surgery. It's, what do you need? We need to find out and get to the bottom of it and treat people like family. So I think it's really about, you know, how can we treat people like fellow human beings and find out what they need. And I think that's kind of part of that process is how do we grow these things? How do we make people feel like they have, you know, a home where they can get all those things done that they need to get done, because you have this beautiful facility here that, you know, but it's only as good as the people that are in the building. And I think that I really see what Jarrett's doing, and it really just feels like it's going to work out really well.
Jarrett? That's
I don't have anything else to add.
Well, it's very exciting.
Right. Yeah, no, it's perfect. I mean, it's a partnership that I think you can see right from the outset, right? This is consistent with some of Dr. Barker and some of the other physicians that we're speaking with and recruiting is consistent with what we're seeing on the nursing staff, on the staff as a whole. Obviously, a lot of discussion around hiring, and hiring in healthcare specifically has been something that's been talked about a lot. We've had actually a lot of success around that. We've hired a lot of really, really outstanding teammates in the last few months because they're attracted to culture. And at the end of the day, culture is the ultimate competitive advantage. It helps position us clinically. And we're grateful for Dr. Barker and, quite frankly, our entire medical staff for being willing to be partners with us in this journey and continuing to elevate the services that are provided here to our citizens, to our stakeholders, so that you don't have to go anywhere else. We certainly have heard a lot of stories for ENT specifically where patients have had to go elsewhere for their care, and we're trying to not have that. We want to be able to keep people here as much as we can.
It's been a big vacancy here, Doc, and so what do you say to people that are having issues? What do you tell them they need to do?
You know, I mean, I really think that sometimes people don't even know which doctor they're supposed to go to. And, you know, I think that one of the things we can do is if you get into my office and, you know, you think, hey, maybe this is an ear, nose, and throat problem, and it doesn't turn out to be like that, we then know where to get you to. But 70% of ear, nose, and throat is the stuff that primary care doctors see as well. It's ear problems, it's sinus issues, it's trouble breathing out of your nose, it's neck pain, discomfort, thyroid problems. There's a whole host of things, and if you know, don't know which doctor it is you're supposed to see, just call, and we can kind of help point you in the right direction. You know, I like the idea of, you know, looking at why people come to the doctor. Are they in pain? Have they had something traumatic happen to them? But basically it's the idea of disease, dis-ease. In some way there's a discomfort, a problem. And that's what my job is to be a problem solver. It's not to tell, you know, to get just the diagnosis or book surgery. It's to find out what's going on with that patient, see how I can help them.
And so let's talk about your office and your contact information. How can people reach out to you?
People can reach out to us. We can get the phone numbers and everything to you, but if you go to the Tenova Healthcare website, it's otolaryngology, or you can put ENT. All those things should get you there. That's probably the easiest way. Our office is going to be on West Side Drive, right off the interstate and behind the Cracker Barrel.
Everybody knows where that is. I mean, come on.
Cracker Barrels are icons and locations that you give directions by, at least growing up, right?
There's a landmark.
That's right.
Right here.
That's right.
Garrett, I tell you, the good news just keeps coming out of the hospital, and I spoke with a gentleman the other day who just had such a positive experience. Actually, it was a cancer surgery, and he just was saying, "I'll tell anybody that asks just what a wonderful experience I had." And I know we've got more to come tomorrow when Jersey College will have their grand opening at your place tomorrow.
That's right. We continue to grow our partnerships with the area schools on the post-secondary side of things, in addition to our best partnerships with some of the area high schools, middle schools, and even elementary schools, right? I mean, we are starting at 5th grade, if you can believe that, with trying to connect with young people and expose them to the idea of what they could be in a healthcare profession of any sort, whether that's as a physician, whether that's as a nurse, as a respiratory therapist, as pharmacy, radiological technologists, any of these professions. We're trying to get exposure to all the area young people. Jersey College specifically, we've had them actually on our campus for the last several months. We're on our 2nd cohort of students with them, and that's a very robust partnership. We'll be cutting the ribbon on that tomorrow. That's in addition to the partnerships that we have with Cleveland State and Lee and some of the other area schools.
Well, Dr. Barker, anything you want to add here before we go?
You know, I think the last parting thing that I would just say is, you know, I'm excited to be here, and, you know, this is home, and basically my idea is to treat people like their family. So
you're in the right place for that, I guarantee you.
Wonderful.
Gentlemen, thanks so much. Jared, I guess you're still getting over the UT loss and Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I wasn't going to talk about
You weren't
that.
going to talk about that.
You know, you could make the bad joke about needing ENT services for my neck crooning so much in that second half, but
Oh, it's awful, isn't it?
pitiful.
Guys, thanks so much. Tonova Healthcare Cleveland, just more wonderful things happening there, and we appreciate it. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mommies and daddies always believe that their little angels are special indeed, and you could grow up to be anything, but who would imagine a king? Shepherd or teacher is what you could be, or maybe a fisherman out on the sea, or maybe a carpenter building things. But who would imagine a king? It was so clear when the wise men arrived and the angels were singing your name, that the world would be different 'cause you were alive. That's why heaven stood still to proclaim. One day an angel said quietly that soon he would bring something special to me, and all of the wonderful gifts he could bring. Who would imagine? Who would imagine? Who would imagine a king?
Welcome back, everyone. Mix 1041, MixTV.tv, as we're here in the final week of 2023, along with Commissioner Josh Rogers, Steve Hartline, and we are looking back on the airs we've been doing the last few years here. And I tell you what, Josh, I want to go to films, and you know, we were talking about music earlier, and looking at movies. Music was pretty simple. It was pretty much Taylor Swift and everybody else.
Yeah.
This year, and Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, Morgan Wallen was a big year.
But that's.
Well, 98 Braves was huge. I mean, that, you know, the concert in Atlanta, there's so many. I mean, Morgan, I mean, I think if you had male and female, those are the two headliners.
Movies are the same thing.
Yeah.
Because really, it was Barbenheimer, I'll give you Super Mario, and then pretty much everybody else.
Well, it's that same thing, right? Like male and female, right? You have Barbie and you have Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
and
right.
I never saw Barbie. I have plenty of friends and people who did and said that it was phenomenal. It was a great movie. There's also a little controversy around that movie. You know, I think in the, you know, I hate to say in the Bible Belt of the South, I think there was a lot of people who were kind of against that movie with just some of the things that they said. But I mean, The Little Mermaid was the same way. You know, there was a lot of movies this year, you know, have kind of had this cast of doubt over them, where it's like, do we go see it and do we not go see it? You know, do we take our kids or not? And I think that is something different than I think I've ever seen really before. Like, there's always been those movies where you're like, I'm not going to go take my kids to go see this,
Yeah.
name a rated R movie, right? But like even there's a lot of PG-13 movies and PG movies these days that you're like, do we take our kids? Do we let them see it? And I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, cinematography has always been something where people come and they love and they get immersed with kind of that life, and it's a way for them to take an hour and a half to, if it's Oppenheimer, 17 hours to be able to watch the film. But
by the way, if you're looking for your children to go to a rated R movie, Stephen Shelton would be glad to take them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if you don't want to go, he'll take your children.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's do this. Let's take the top. I'm going to have you give us the top 5.
Yeah.
Top grossing movies this year.
Yeah, sure. So in number 5 is Fast X, Vin Diesel. Here, movie number 27 for them again. And I hope they keep making them. They keep bringing in Jason Statham and The Rock and all these different characters. John Cena, was in some of their movies, and they're just always some great movies. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That's number 4.
I saw that one, actually.
I did too. Big time Marvel fan. It kind of fell off after some of the movies, but Guardians, Chris Pratt, phenomenal. Oppenheimer is in 3rd place, which that is kind of, I can't believe that one's 3rd place, and obviously rounding out the top 2.
Wait, well, why can't you believe? What are you thought it'd be higher? Or lower?
I did. I thought that it would probably be 2nd. But Super Mario Brothers comes in 2nd place, and then Barbie is number 1. Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. And the crazy thing is that Oppenheimer and Barbie came out on the exact same day. And who would ever think that those are the 2 biggest movies? For me, the best movie of the year was Oppenheimer. Yeah. If you can watch it at home, that's another one of those things where we talked about. We've talked about in the past about seeing concerts at home. I wish that there was a way to be able to, when movies hit theaters, and I get it, like we want to keep the theater business alive and be able to sell popcorn and candy and all that kind of stuff, and people enjoy the experience of the movies. But for someone, I love watching movies at home, and then being able to just stay home, not have to get out, eat my own popcorn.
The public feels the same way about you.
Oh, that's great.
Obviously.
But Oppenheimer is one of those movies that you really need to see in theaters.
Absolutely.
It was phenomenal. I got to see it on IMAX and in
Did you
Chattanooga.
really?
Yeah,
I wanted to do that, and I didn't know
it was phenomenal.
I loved it.
Callan Murphy, obviously very well known from the Netflix TV show Peaky Blinders. Probably one of the best TV shows that has come out in the past 10 years.
Wow.
Just
Wow.
phenomenal.
I've heard of it.
Also, he was in a bunch of other
He was in a
movies.
Bond movie too.
He was, and then he was also in Inception. I don't know if you remember that. It was about the movie where the Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. And,
Yes, I saw that.
Dunkirk, Batman Begins as well. He was in some of the Batman movies earlier. But I think there was just Matt Damon, Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt, and Oppenheimer. The story of Oppenheimer really kind of resonates, I think, with where our world is today, right? You have these literal geniuses create something that really has, they obviously created it. There was parts of it in California and out west, kind of Area 51-ish and Chicago, but also right here in Oak Ridge, in Tennessee. So it kind of brings it all together. But the world we live in today, and not to get too dark and but we all kind of live on this edge of, is something going to happen, with the United States and Russia and China and Iran and all these other places. But you have these guys that were trying to end the World War II, right, with Japan and Germany and with the United States. And the guys who built this, as told in the movie, were so worried that when they released the nuclear bomb, that it would change the world. Not change the world as we know it, but literally change the makeup of the anatomy of the world and how the world, that they literally thought that the world could, in all intents and purposes, just implode. That it would not just kill where we drop this bomb or use this weapon, but it would literally kill everyone and hurt everyone. And to see just how the story was told, how secretive things were, it was phenomenal. Again, 17-hour movie. It felt like you're at that point where it's like halfway through, you're like, all right, I really got to go to the bathroom. I probably shouldn't have bought that extra large drink. Do I run? Do I go? Like, do I just sit here and like hold it and not enjoy the rest of the movie? Like,
I had to go.
Yeah, me too. But it was phenomenal. What was your favorite movie of the year?
Oppenheimer. That's not even a contest. It was incredible. I loved it, and I was gonna go see it at IMAX again, but I didn't make it.
Did you see? So there's a couple of these other ones.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1. Like Tom Cruise needs more money. I mean, this is his 37th, Mission Impossible that he's got. Spider-Man as well came out. So what did any other movies that you saw or enjoyed or
I
liked?
didn't see a lot this year, but I tell you, Spider-Man, Mission Impossible, Little Mermaid, they all disappointed, and so the question at the box office, but the question becomes: Marvel's struggling right now, Pixar's struggling right now, both Disney properties. The Mission Impossible franchise is struggling. There were some upstart movies that actually beat. And I noticed Indiana Jones in the top 10 with Harrison Ford, but the last one. But
I think that was one of my biggest disappointments.
Oh, it was. It was.
And I'm a huge indie fan.
Me too.
I love it.
Me too. But they went to the well one too many times.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is our look at the top films of 2023. When we come back, we'll have a lot more to come. Mix 1041, MixTV.tv. Almost Happy New Year.
Season's greetings from TDFCU, your community credit union. As you're out gifting and spreading holiday cheer with all of those you hold so dear. In this joyous season, lots of festive fuss. Know that we wish you love and financial peace from TDFCU, a place for all of us. Merry Christmas!
Hey, Mom. Surprise.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, a business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Why Rhino come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
At Cleveland Ford, we had a bright idea. Let's make this a great holiday season with big discounts, attractive financing, and trade-in assistance cash to help our customers get the most for their trade. So that's what we're doing. All this month, we have 2.9% financing for 60 months available. We have discounts up to $10,000. We have up to $2,000 in bonus cash available. Plus, buy now and get no payments till February of next year. Let us show you how at Cleveland Ford.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe? Candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Here is Brian Poole, owner of Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services at Fike Chapel.
We're doing some renovations on Fike. We're painting the whole inside. New furnishing's going in, give it a fresh new look. We're going to provide just as much professional services there as any other funeral home in the area. Cater to everybody's need, whether it's burial or cremation, whatever it may be, we're going to provide the community that. And I just want to continue that heritage that the Fike family started and build off of that. And I wanted to keep that name part of ours, even though we did change it to Poole Funeral Home and Cremation Services at Fike Chapel. We wanted to make sure we honored the Fike name. We treat your family like they're our family.
Mix Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mix Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9, MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
My name is Phil Jacobs, and this is part of my staff at Logan Thompson, Crystal Pryor, and Lee Thurman. We want to take an opportunity to share with you that we are excited for this Christmas season and excited to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Our law firm has been serving this community for over 50 years, and we are proud to do so. We hope that you and your family have the best holiday season, and we wish you
a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, because they were all sleeping on their brand new mermaid mattresses.
I don't think that's how the story goes.
Well, that's how it should go.
Dad, come on.
Right now, come into Mermaid Mattress and get the best sleep of your life. And we'll pay your sales tax this holiday season.
Merry Christmas from Chattanooga's best of the best mattress store.
Mermaid Mattress. Your sleep handmade, hand delivered.
But right now, time to welcome in our friends from Just Love Coffee. We got Brad Emmendorfer here with us and Katoya Brooks. They're going to talk to us a little bit and get us caught up on what's going on with Just Love Coffee and even talk about some catering options that they're doing and been very successful with. So we're going to welcome them in right now. Brad and Katoya, how are y'all doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. So glad to have you guys in the studio with us. Brad, let's start with you. Just Love Coffee. You guys have been there in the Pie Center for just a little while now. How long has it been?
Yeah, it's kind of it sneaks up on you. So we opened June 28th officially, and then we had our grand opening about a month later at the end of July, and it's just so hectic and fast moving when you're opening that time gets away from you. So now June 28th, now we're almost to the end of October, so 4 months, and it's been a great start. You know, very thankful for the overwhelming support of the community, and we're learning as we go, as a lot of people are with the Pie Center, because everybody's, you know, the real effort is to try to give back to the students of Bradley County and the surrounding areas. So.
Katoya Brooks joins us as well. Katoya, tell us a little bit about being in the Pie Center and that experience.
It's been amazing. We have been a part of a lot of what Bradley County is doing with the students there. We're offering them different drinks and refreshers so that they can come and try that. We actually have some students that work for us that are students at Walker and Bradley, and so it's been really, really fun just to be a part of the momentum. I feel like the community is really, really excited about it, and that is part of our mission is just to we're people.
That's it. Definitely
Yeah,
so.
and so just being kind of immersed into the community has been amazing. So we're excited.
Again, we're speaking with our friends this morning, Just Love Coffee and the Pie Center. Of course, Brad and your crew, part of Tzatziki's, which
That's right.
is just awesome here as well. Of course, Mixed Mornings is powered by Tzatziki's. And talk a little bit about that. I know we didn't
Sure.
really come in to get that in, but let's dip our toe into that.
Yeah, well, let me just touch on something that's really cool because, like Ketoya said, is we are people. We closed last Saturday. We closed the store, and that.
Funny story, Brad. I don't mean to interrupt you, but we tried to call in to get.
Oh, did you really? So that was our special own holiday. We called it Bryce and Kayla Day. We have two of our employees at that store who met at that store when we opened. The first year we opened, they celebrated their wedding.
Wow.
And pretty cool to hear their story. And ironically, Bryce's family, even though he didn't come to work for us because we knew the family, but a real close relationship with Bryce's family. And then, of course, Bryce and Kayla both have become family at this point. And so everybody in the store was invited to the wedding. Therefore, we decided to close and call it Bryce and Kayla Day. And what a great night for them to celebrate and us to be able to celebrate with them.
I mentioned it a while ago. Our family gets together every Saturday and Sunday and have dinner together as a complete family. And so my sister-in-law said, I've been trying to get a hold of Tzatziki's all day. Can you guys, talking to me, do you know anything about what's going on? I said, if I know Brad, it's something to do with the employees there. And I didn't even know. And
Well,
so
that's
now
awesome.
you're coming in and explaining it. So now we do have the answer. But that's fantastic. I mean, and that's what local business owners and things can do. And that's what makes good employees. I mean, I'm just going to tell you what, when you can do stuff like that, and do things local like that, that's just incredible. We give you kudos, Brad. That's awesome.
Well, thank you. Look, it's really just a way to show appreciation to a lot of people that make it possible. So, and also the Cleveland community, it feels like family, and that just makes it easier to kind of create that environment within the business. So, but Tzatziki's has got a lot of great things going on. I think our biggest exciting thing now that we have the Just Love Coffee is that we're flexible enough to be able to cater your breakfast and your lunch. And that's exciting. We've had a lot of really good feedback on our breakfast catering. The guru of catering is right beside me here,
Yes,
and
no doubt.
now she's the guru of operations. She's taking a step another step forward to kind of oversee everything for us. And so the Tzatziki's continues to receive a lot of great support and from you guys and from the community, and now we're seeing that start to take place with the Just Love Coffee and, of course, the school system. Dr. Cash and so many great partners over at the Pie Center have made it a lot of fun and made it a lot very welcoming.
Ketoya, tell us a bit about catering, about both sides there with Tzatziki's and Just Love Coffee.
Yeah, so we're excited to, continue to offer the same service and quality that we do with Tzatziki's Catering. So we do everything over there, lunch, dinner, weddings, you name it, we can do it. With Just Love, we're going to be geared towards breakfast. And I like to think that our breakfast is a little bit set apart because a fun fact about our concept is that everything is actually cooked on waffle irons. So if you eat a scone, it's going to be cooked on a waffle iron. Any sandwich you get is going to be cooked on a waffle iron. The same as if you want to come get a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, it's going to be cooked on a waffle iron. So it adds a little bit of fun to the breakfast menu.
When you put the word waffle iron in anything, it
Exactly.
sounds good.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right, yeah. So I think when you come in our store, you'll see a waffle grid cloud above coming down from the ceiling, and that's kind of a representation of what our staple is that everything you see is going to have that waffle look, and it'll have a brand of the Just Love logo as well. So that's a great.
Now, you guys mentioned, all the drinks people are coming in for there at the Pie Center. Ketoya, tell us a little bit about some of the specialized things that you guys feel like people are really coming in and seems to be some fan favorites.
Yeah, so we do have I think 3 or 4 specialty lattes, but what we're seeing so far is that the favorites are a white chocolate tiramisu. Yeah, so it has a couple different syrups in it, and then it has white chocolate. You get espresso in it, and then you get to fill it up with a milk of your choice. That's my personal favorite. Add extra white chocolate, and it's extra special.
And then ask for the Kitoya. That's what we're gonna do.
Ask for the Kitoya special,
Yeah.
and then they'll leave.
I wonder what she's having.
That's
And then we also have some really fun refreshers that you can also get infused with Red Bull. So if you're needing kind of some caffeine and a little jolt, that's really nice. But if you don't want the Red Bull in it, it's just like a refreshing, just like fizzy beverage that has been a really fan favorite with all the high school kids. So.
Have you been amazed getting into the coffee business, Brad, Kitoya, both of you, about the how people are so passionate about their coffee?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Well, and I'm also amazed
an art.
at how passionate the baristas are about making their coffee.
Right.
It's really like having artists there. They take a lot of pride in what they're doing, and then the coffee people are very serious about their coffee.
Yeah.
I thought I was not serious about it, but I thought I knew what I was doing with the coffee until I got in the coffee business, and now I've learned a lot, and thankfully have some wonderful baristas. And at the store, Heather York over there is she's as good as I can imagine a barista being, and we just have several others that are really good. And even Kitoya is talking about her barista skills
I'm
these
learning
days.
some skills. I'm getting some skills.
She's going to learn everything, Brad. You better watch out.
No,
for her.
that's what I want. Trust me, she's already better than me, and I want her to keep on soaring.
Oh, man. Brad Immendorfer and Kitoya Jones, Brooks, is here with us with Just Love Coffee, and also talking about Tzatziki's and all the catering options and the specialty drinks and stuff that they have. Let's talk about hours at both locations, if you guys don't mind, and then close out with what people need to do if they're interested in catering from either location as well.
Okay, sure. So Tzatziki's, our hours are the same as they have been, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Sunday every day. We are going to have some limited hours over the holidays, or if we celebrate weddings every once in a while from people who meet at the store and get. Hopefully, we won't have any of those anytime soon. But we really enjoyed celebrating the last one. So shout out to the Wits. So 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Daily. And then at the coffee shop we're located over in the Pie Center on the corner of Parker Street, right across from Lee's baseball field in Ocoee Middle. But the hours there currently are 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are serving lunch menu as well, which has been very well received. In fact, I had a Jive turkey wrap the other day that I had just decided I need to try everything, and I hit the jackpot on that one. So
that's become a new favorite for
That
us.
is. That's right. So 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. over at the Pie Center, and then that's Monday through Sunday as well.
Okay, and then catering, how do we reach out to do that, Kitoya?
Yeah, so to get in contact with us for Tzatziki's, you can actually call 423-779-8588. And if you want to cater with us for Just Love, you can email cleveland@justlovecoffee.com.
Guys, great to have you in. Anything else before we go? Do we leave anything out there?
I want to say hello to May Immendorfer over at Cleveland Middle.
There you go.
And to Christy Immendorfer on Birdie Court.
There you go. It's just one of those things. You got to get some shout outs every once in a while.
That's right.
I
haven't done that in a while. I need to cover my bases.
Kitoya, any shout outs for you this morning?
Shout out to the Wits.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they're newlyweds. So shout out to Bryce and Kayla.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for coming in and getting us called up.